So we were training a combo of hamstrings and quads. This whole prep, I've been splitting them up mainly, but the last few weeks I've been squatting every single session. So squatting twice a week, and then either focusing on hamstrings or quads afterwards. You can see here we started with the one leg hamstring curl machine. Always start with something simple like this just to kind of get the joints moving. Even in between this, we did a few sets of leg press with no weight. Didn't record that, but that was just to get the hips moving and whatnot. So we're doing a bit of quads and hamstrings, but the main focus at the beginning was hamstrings. So after that, we moved on to straight leg deadlifts. And I like personally, sometimes I do it from the floor to get a really deep stretch, but other times I do it in the squat rack like this, and we do rack pulls from the lowest rack. I find this kind of allows me to squeeze my glutes a lot more. You just drive your glutes forward from the bottom. It also allows you to go a little bit heavier and less range of motion, which, let's be honest, any less movement that I have to do at a week out is going to make me happy. So, the focus that we've been doing on our prep lately is to focus on one intense working set in every single exercise that we do. So, you can see here, this is Matt, my buddy, he's doing a rest pause. So, work up one plate, two plate, he went up to three plates, did an all out set, and then you sit and you rest for about 15 seconds and then go again. Essentially, what a rest pause. You see, we have our feet kind of elevated on a platform, pyramid platform, if you will, just kind of on a bit of an angle. I'm even wearing my Metcon shoes here, which have a slight heel to them. But all of this platform essentially does is lift your heel a little bit off the ground. If you got tight hamstrings, tight ankles, tight calves, whatever, it can put a lot of stress on your knees, even your lower back. And this just creates a much more natural movement for you. Personally, it takes a lot of stress off my knees and helps me a lot. As a lot of you guys know, I've had knee problems kind of throughout my off season. It's been stopping me from squatting, but the last like 4 weeks of my prep, it kind of just honestly just disappeared, I guess. Like I said, the main thing I've been doing was trying to train around the pain and just do any movements that cause zero pain. So I took 8 months off of squatting completely, and then once I jumped back into squats after 8 months, it felt good, and I slowly eased back into it. This was the heaviest I'd gone in squats all prep really with 4 plates, and we did it here today. Even on one rep here, you can see I kind of slowed down. I felt a slight tweak in my quad, so slowed down my momentum a little bit and kept going. But here's my top set right here. Not gonna lie, it feels damn good to be back under that bar. I've always loved training legs, but only because I like training heavy. And when you train legs and you're trying to grow, get that volume in, and you can't squat and you're just loading up the leg press like crazy, it's not fun. Nobody likes that. You're just exhausted doing crazy amounts of volume. But if you can get under the bar, put 4 plates on, and just rep out like 10 reps. I mean, I'd love to go heavier, but heavier the better. So here, I should have kept the sound on, but you can see me chirping my buddy that he's not getting low enough. We've been using this leg press machine a lot to focus on quads. You keep your feet really low and close together at the bottom, and you really want to pull yourself as low as you can. He's struggling real hard to get deep, but we got him down in there. You can always go deeper than you think. That's my rule, because once the machine starts moving, it gives you a little bit of give. But then, yeah, so get as deep as you can in these machines as always, and really just focus on squeezing out in your quads at the top. Like I said, we started with hamstrings, and this is more of a quad focus movement. So pretty light. The machine doesn't go heavy. As you can see here, I'm moving pretty fast. This was more just to pump some blood into the quads. We did 5 sets of this, I believe, of about 20 reps. And on the last set, our top working set, I did a rest pause. So I did 20 reps, 12 reps, 6 reps, I believe. That was a nice, brutal finisher to it, you could call it. And then last exercise we did with calves. I did 8 sets of calves on that same leg press machine, but we forgot to record it. And right before that, we were doing the hip